Welcome to Rajendra Tandon videos. We take up 3 topics today: anguish or grief, anorexia nervosa, apoplexy or stroke. All the 3 relate to the sickness of the brain. Anguish is agonizing physical or mental pain that can originate due to several reasons. Grief is deep mental anguish caused by bereavement or unbearable loss. Besides taking the medicines as indicated by me here below, seek relief in meditation, spiritual studies and religion. We give ammonium mur, AMMO, NIUM, MUR 200, when the patient desires to cry but cannot. He is melancholic. It's an internal grief. He apprehends loss. Ammonium mur would help, certainly. In cases of trauma, of grief, new or old, of loss of human or financial nature, the patient wants to be left alone. He is morose, he is nervous, does not want to be touched. Give arnica 200, it's a great pickup. The medicine helps in trauma, however old. If the patient is restless due to grief, exhausted after even a slight exertion, debility all over owing to grief, with aggravation at night, arsenic alb 200 is the remedy. ARSENIC ALB 200. In hysterical cases where joy and sorrow alternate, the patient sighs, sobs, he has suffered disappointment in relationship or in finances. Give Ignatia 200, IGNATIA 200. I take up anorexia nervosa. Some young persons have a misconception that they are overweight, even though they are not. They strive to lose weight by means fair or foul in sheer ignorance of the debilitating effect of this strategy. They exercise excessively, diet excessively, even vomit or take laxatives. This effort can be life-threatening in some cases. In almost all cases, it creates a hormonal imbalance that can affect growth and later lead to menstruation disorders in women. Homeopathy provides a way out as given below. However, simultaneously consult a dietitian and a physician if serious symptoms have developed and the patient refuses to understand the gravity of her self-inflicted malady. Psychological therapy too is desirable. For loss of appetite, the patient does not like the look of food. The simplest of food distresses. Give carbo veg 200 4 times a day for a month or more. If there is a persistent sensation of nausea, there is self-induced vomiting. The patient vomits food, blood, mucus, bile. Nausea is not relieved even by vomit. Give Ipecac 200, 4 times a day for several months. In women, if the weight loss is accompanied by irregular menstruation, there is pain in the sacrum, the patient is sullen, irritable, we prescribe Nux Vomica 200. All treatment for anorexia nervosa take time. But don't be disheartened. This is a curable problem. This is more a problem of the mind. The patient should be cheerful, happy, entertain herself, and eat. There is no need to slim beyond a reasonable limit. The third item I take up in this video is apoplexy or stroke. If an interruption of blood supply to a part of the brain occurs due to either hemorrhage or cerebral thrombosis or a blood clot forming elsewhere, traveling to the brain, that is also called cerebral embolism, it leads to a loss of bodily functions. The symptoms develop rapidly and include paralysis and numbness on one side of the body in a limb or limbs, inability to perform delicate tasks which otherwise the limbs perform as a matter of routine, blurry vision, loss of vision in one eye, slur in speech, vomit, and vertigo. Symptoms vary according to the part of the brain affected by the stroke. It is an emergency. Seek medical advice immediately. Hospitalization may be necessary, but at the same time, take the medicines as indicated by the symptoms. In cases of paralysis of the left side, of the face, left arm, left leg, Allium Cepa 200 for a few weeks. If the apoplexy has been caused by physical injury, the head is hot, body is cold, the entire body aches, take Arnica 200. First medicine when the cause is injury. When the pupils are dilated, you can't miss that symptom. The pulse is full, rapid, face is red and head congested. The attack is sudden, it is acute. It may be on exposure to cold air. The great medicine is Belladonna 200, Belladonna 200. In case of sudden attack, use 30 potency every dose, every minute until situation is under control. When the right side of the face is affected, right arm, right leg, there is difficulty in speaking, writing, reading, paralysis of tongue, vocal cords, eyelids, face, bladder and extremities, give Causticum 200, CAUSTICUM 200, very effective. And in cases of left side facial paralysis, cerebral apoplexy, the pupils are dilated, the jaw drops, Lachesis 200 in cases of left side paralysis, but in cases of cerebral apoplexy with pupils dilated, jaw drops, coma, face is dusky, red, pulse is slow, labored, opium 1000, 1 dose per week. Listen carefully, select wisely, you will get relief. Thank you for your visit and viewing. We meet next week.